We felt that this is the moment to tell the story with Ciri.
She's been through a lot. She has a strong moral compass, I would say, and she can use these emotions to act.
Ciri is all about becoming the Witcher, and she is very determined to follow this path.
At the very first meeting with CDPR, I saw how much you want to ground this story in the past, at the same time giving a start to a new saga.
We were thinking in this story that Mioni and Ciri are a little bit mirrors of each other. The traditions of Stromford essentially mean that Mioni has to be sacrificed. That's her destiny, and she accepted that destiny. Ciri is known as someone who does not accept destiny. She fights back at it.
Ciri was exactly feeling what Mioni could feel. Even just looking at her, hearing, her voice trembling when she goes, I shall be, the bringer of salvation. And you can hear that there is a duty in that. There is something you grew up with. There's something you should do, but deep inside, that this is bad. So they have a very brief interaction in the woods when she says, save yourself, right? That this is something that your older sister would say, your friend, you're someone close to you. Just from this brief interaction, she can exactly know what she is feeling. And she's like, your life is more important than those stupid superstition that your village grew up with. One of the really important things was for the viewers to feel as Ciri would feel, so you could see how the story unfolds together with her and get the same emotional flow as she would get as she was trying to fix the issue of the village. The way she kills the monster, the way she reacts to the people killing Mioni, it's different than what Geralt would do. She lives through these emotions, she's connected with herself.
So all we wanted, for to go to the woods, to go to the garden.
We always try to walk around Slavic style and be coherent with Sapkowski's book. I believe the style for characters, faces, hairstyles, you can find this kind of faces somewhere in the villages there and there. That's why it's very important to see the range of possibilities in the whole Central Europe.
Just the ambiguity of the whole story itself, I think it also plays very much to the way Sapkowski was crafting his Witcher stories. And it's also very in our Eastern European mentality that those shades of gray everywhere and not clear choices and the famous lesser evil.
It was a huge project. From the beginning, from the story that we created with our director and with CDPR team, and then the huge mock-up session, it lasted for 14 days. A lot of people were engaged, and I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be this amazing if we hadn't had such an amazing crew.
We want you as a viewer to get really into this world, to get close to these characters, to understand what they're going through, because this world is brutal, it's visceral, it's grounded, and we want you to feel it.
The whole idea for the trailer was that we want to have natural-looking camera, not artificial one, not CGI. That's why we decided to record all those virtual cameras on stage and then later use it.
In a trailer, for example, when you see Ciri, when she enters the fog, you can see that she's confused, that she doesn't know where to look, that the camera is more aggressive with motion, and we wanted to express more of this confusion. We wanted to have this glimpse of truth in it.
But also there are scenes when magic happens, and then we want to switch from those handheld cameras to more creative one.
The style completely changes, so we go with cranes now, we go with dollies.
That was quite a lot of work to animate them properly and have this magical feeling to them. And they are no longer handheld, they are all created by the animators. There are these nuances that we really want to take care of and to make it feel really like a movie.
We organized 3 shooting days with rented movie gear. We had lenses that we picked before, and we gather lots and lots of shots with different features on it, like distortions, lens flares, bloom, how the bokeh behaves. Based on that, we could really create digital representation of those lenses, gathering all those features so we can really have something unique, and I'm pretty glad about it because this was something I think pretty extraordinary in a gaming engine.
My favorite part is the beginning, essentially. It's where we parallel the traditional preparations that Mione goes through and then the Witcher preparations that Ciri goes through.
For the Mione, we had a more pleasure to eye color palette and a bit warmer. But for the Ciri, we set up her environment darker and more moody. We wanted to create a bit more mysterious mood, which allows us to create more dense atmosphere and bring to the table a bit different story, because at the end, both of characters having a unique story behind preparation.
Ciri is watching Jivan saying goodbye to Mione, saying about destiny, saying that she was kind of born almost, meant to make it, right, kind of save them.
It was really important for us to actually write this monologue in a way that Geralt could have said that about Ciri as well.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkable young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness.
That makes me emotional because this is also something that she was fighting her entire life. Almost all the time, someone wanted something from her.
Created a physical representation of Bauk's shoulders and his attacking arms, and having 4 operators, we kind of recreated the whole monster. On the screen, we saw in real time a moving Bauk. We created Witcher-style sequence, just practiced it a couple times. We practiced how to move the Bauk, how to synchronize, and it worked beautifully.
When it comes to collaboration, like from the animation perspective, we did start with animation guideline for the Bauk. I've known Bauk for a while, and I kind of found a way to divide him into 3 specific parts. So when it comes to the head, for us, it's kind of like a goblin head on a neck of a snake. The front arms are as similar to jaguar as possible, while the pincers are literally scorpion claws, and the tail and the back legs are literally dinosaur. And because of that, we're able to actually create this kind of animation Bible for the Bauk. And then it kind of allowed us to really quickly build this common language to make sure that what we animate at CD Projekt is actually as close as possible to what you see in the trailer.
Journey with Unreal Engine was wonderful. We were able to have much more tries and instant preview and much more iterations to get to the proper final result.
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Well, the first thing that puts a smile on my face is the runtime, of course. I'm really glad we could pull up 6 minutes so that even if you don't know anything about The Witcher, you can just play it, watch it, and it's a short story that's understandable from the start to finish. I love the slow burn, which is something very unique for a game trailer, I would say.
Every movie that we do, our goal is to have the best knowledge of the IP, to stay true to the IP, to understand the vision of the developers, also the purpose of the asset that we're creating. Knowing the Witcher universe inside out is a key to do something that feels equally original as well as true to its foundation.
This trailer is an adaptation of a story that we actually want to tell in the game. We're not going to give you a black or white situation. We expect you to consider some situations, make some tough choices, and as an example, that situation that may happen after the trailer is over is such a tough choice.
Go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.